to the plane. I wasn't gonna vlog this trip, but last minute I decided to. Thanks to many passengers, we get a lot of Starbucks gift cards, so I was able to stop by for a drink before my flight. I got a dragon drink. It's like refresher with coconut milk and all that with the dragon fruit. Anyway, that's my beverage, and the little ribbons are so adorable. So I'm working the seat position as in Charlie. I already did my safety checks and I'm just doing the cart setup. If you guys want an in-depth video on that, I actually have a portion of everything I kind of do back here in a recent vlog, so I'll put it up here and I'll also leave it in the description in case you guys want more behind the scenes. Well, I'm still setting up the drink part. I'm about done, but we're actually on a maintenance hold, so not the best way to get started for the night. Honestly, this is not a red eye, and so I'm not gonna complain. Also, we're headed to New Orleans, which I haven't been before, but I'm really excited. I don't plan to do anything touristy, but you know, just routine things. I'm gonna bring you guys along for it. I finished all my duties before we even started boarding. Now we just wait and hopes that we get out of here. I guess we have time, so I'll fill you in, but we should have a quick boarding because we are a very light load tonight. We're D18. Normally we start boarding at D40. We have 116 open in main cabin, 6 open up front in first class. So in total, we only have about 55 passengers. And I got this trip off of reserve. Originally this was a 5-day reserve block, but the first 2 days were airport standby and I did absolutely nothing. So I just edited my previous vlog, which should be up by now. I had a 34-hour New York layover and I took my boyfriend with me on that trip and it was a really great time. So technically I'm still good for 3 days. So I just got this 2-day. When I get back tomorrow night, I'm still good for 1 more. So we'll see how that goes. And I have 1 day off in between, and then I stacked my days so I'd have a large chunk of time off for Thanksgiving leading right up to it. So I have like more than a week and a half or so. And yeah, I'm really excited for that, but I have a 6-day block after this as well. So very busy beginning, start to November. Without actually having like official vacation, I can essentially make that with my schedule, which is really nice. So I just stacked all of my working reserve days or on-call days to the beginning of the month. But we did just get the clear to board, so it's 5:44 p.m. So let's go. Hey vlog, so I made it to my room. This hotel was so big, but my room is a corner room, and so this is the window. Behind the door, that's a window, and it goes all the way across. Like all of this is just window. And then this is a window. Yeah, this is pretty much the whole setup of this room. And of course there's a bathroom as well. We're gonna see how good the views are in the morning, but right now it's 1:26 a.m. here in New Orleans, but we're 2 hours ahead here. This is about the time I get ready for bed back home anyway. I think this is a really good trip because honestly the red eyes are becoming a lot. The red eyes have been tough for me lately, especially if they have an early report, like after like a 24-hour layover. Those specifically have been hard, so it's kind of nice to have a break. But my crew is so nice, and we've encountered a few interesting people, but overall it was a good flight, easy, very uneventful for the most part. So yeah, pretty chill first flight of this trip, but I am so ready for bed. We'll see what I end up getting up to tomorrow, but I'm just gonna get ready for bed. Maybe I'll read before bed, but pretty much like I just don't want to do anything. I've already ate my dinner. And then for tomorrow, I just brought my little lunch bag. I have a Chipotle burrito that I just bought like right before, and I got chips and guac, so just like a little snack. Our van pickup is for $3.59 tomorrow, so I could technically eat lunch while on this layover, so we'll find out what I end up doing, but at least I have that just in case I don't feel like leaving the room, because most days like I just don't even like going out especially if it's late or if I'm just tired. And my hair is just so like greasy, so I might put it up a bun tomorrow or wash it, and I don't really know. I kind of want to get a blowout, but I don't know. The next thing I need to figure out is which bed I'm gonna sleep in. And I think I'm gonna sleep in this one that's by the window. This one's in front of the TV, and this TV doesn't have like Netflix or YouTube, you know, where we can connect to it. So if it doesn't have that, like, I'll never like turn it on. There's no point in sleeping right there, so I'm just gonna sleep over here, the furthest from the door. Alrighty, I'm ready to go back to work. Van time is in 10 minutes and I don't have much time to talk, but I had a great short layover. The yoga was a great choice. I'm really glad I went. I almost didn't because I was like a little hesitant, especially walking around by myself, but I'm so glad I took an Uber and it was $7 there and back each way, so it was like super doable for me. And then I got a little blowout, really simple, nothing crazy. I feel like that's my first one I ever paid for. I think I like the ones I do better. I did have to like fix up like this part a little bit, but I had a great time just sitting and chatting with the girl that was doing my hair. She was so nice. I definitely could have like done my own hair, but something about just having someone else do it was nice. And then I just took a body shower when I got back, and that's it. So we're gonna head off to the plane. I forgot to update you guys this morning. I woke up to crew access notification, so they did tag me for more flying when I get back to Seattle after this flight, and I'm gonna continue on to, I think I'm going to Spokane. So that's a really short no service flight, so super easy. It's a short layover, and then I will work one flight to, I think I'm going to Portland, and then back to Seattle, which I deadhead on the last one, so I'm just sitting as a regular passenger. Super easy flying, I can't complain. I would love to go home, of course, but I'd rather do this than say be on call tomorrow and be assigned like a turn. Just a lot of driving for me. I'm gonna head downstairs, and as my snack I'm gonna eat my guac and chips from Chipotle. I really wish I had more time here because this room, ugh, I love this room. I love this little corner room. It was perfect and I slept really good. I wish I could have slept a little more, to be honest, but honestly, really good sleep. Y'all, so I made it to my room here in Spokane, settled in, and I go straight to bed because think it's like a 12-hour layover. Our van pickup is in the morning and I want to make sure I get up early enough to go grab something, you know. It's not a super long day tomorrow, but I ran out of food. I want to make sure I get to sleep and then up as early as I possibly can. For the most part, the flights were great and I love my crew. They're very entertaining and my crew now is really nice too. So you know what, overall really good setup we got going on. Yeah, I just have like one working flight, one deadhead tomorrow, so let's hope it stays that way because that would be great for me. The only other update I have is I left my heels on the last plane on accident, but I was gonna get some new ones, so I'm not that bummed about it because they were like very worn down. I've had them for like well over a year, non-stop wear those, so I wore them down like pretty quick. In my opinion, I think for my average shoe, I don't wear a shoe down in a year, you know, but for work, I'm wearing them all the time. But I have my in-flight shoes, which are still compliant, thank goodness, so we're still good there. So I just need to order a new pair. Good morning. I had really good sleep last night, and the last few nights in my hotels I've been having really good sleep, and I find that it's hard for me because hotel rooms are just so quiet. This has been a game changer for me. I mean, you can get any sound machine, but I highly recommend if you have trouble sleeping, especially in super quiet hotel rooms. I find that normally I can sleep in silence and with or without music, whatever is going on, to an extent. In hotel rooms, when I'm away from home, it's so easy to just hear a noise and then hyperfixate on that noise, and like I just focus on every little noise, and that keeps me from going to sleep. So this has been such a game changer for me, and I just got it very recently. Slept with it last night. I had thunderstorm sounds going on because my boyfriend loves thunderstorm sounds, and we play it usually at home, not every night, but occasional nights. Sometimes I sleep so much better next to my boyfriend, so I just play the noises that he likes, and it feels very comforting to me. So call it ridiculous, whatever you want, but I slept really good. Right now it's 9:16 a.m. I just got done getting ready around like 9ish. I told you guys last night I ran out of food, so I'm gonna walk over to this place I've been wanting to go to for a while. That's here in Spokane. The place I'm gonna walk over to is called Atticus Gifts and Coffee, or Coffee and Gifts, something like that. It's about 8-minute walk, so not bad. And I have my warmest outfit that I can put together because it's really chilly here. At least in my room, like the heat, it's not working, but luckily it's been at a stable 69. I don't know, I was totally fine last night, but I woke up so cold this morning, so I've been moving really slow. I woke up at 8. It took me around 45 minutes to an hour to get ready today, so kind of long. So I'm gonna do this 8-minute walk, get some steps in, and our van time, they wrote it on here on the card wrong, so I always check my API because it's most accurate, but it says 11:58. That's a lie. Our van is actually 11:28, and today's go home day, so I'm really excited, and I'll have one day off tomorrow. I have a 6-day block, which I did this to myself. It's my very first 6-day block. I've done 4-day blocks, I've done 5-day blocks, I've never done a 6-day. I recently moved a day over just because I was like wanting to just work, and then just have so much time off. I'm very much looking forward to it. When I get going, it's 8:20. I'll have about 2-ish hours until van pickup, so that gives me plenty of time. I'll stop and maybe I'll read a little bit. Okay guys, so this is my outfit of the day, all brown monochromatic look. If you follow me on Instagram, you've definitely seen this outfit before, and I'm not apologetic about being an outfit repeater, and this is like one of my favorite outfits. And I have these really super bright Solomons that I brought with me on this trip, and my favorite layover bag has been this one right here. I originally thrifted it, but I did find where it's from. I try to link everything that I wear to my best ability. Even though I thrift a lot of things, I can sometimes still find exactly where it's from. So luckily I'm already ready for work, so I don't have to get ready. I just have to change when I get back. But yeah, anyway, I'm getting hungry, so let's head out. You guys, it's so cold out here. Like I can see my breath. In reality, it's not that cold, but I feel like it's a big drop from where I was in New Orleans to here. I am ready to go for van time. It is 11:09, so I have about 19 minutes to get downstairs and head out. But I really enjoyed my time out this morning. I mean, I'm from Washington, born and raised. I'm from Yakima, the like eastern part of Washington. So where I am now is Spokane, which is in Washington. It's about like 2.5 3-hour drive from my hometown, I think. But like from Seattle to driving, it's like 5 or 6 hours. I can't really remember. It's been so long since I've like, I mean, not since I bladed over here, but since I've like truly went out and explored. Every time I'm here, I always get like a really short layover, which is annoying because I would love to have a little bit of a longer layover here. I would not mind at all. I really don't want to be like inconsiderate of like what I say, but there's like a new term that they've changed the wording from homeless to I think houseless or something like that nowadays. But anyway, there was quite a few people just, you know, hanging around, but they were so harmless, you know, to me at least. And I did actually have a really funny experience with this older man, which when I was headed back to the hotel, I was crossing the street and this guy was going the opposite way but crossing the street as well. So as I was crossing the street, you know, I'm looking both ways and I look this way and then I see him and he's looking back at me and he's like, I do this, I look back and I'm like, and he goes and I'm like, and I start laughing and then we just continue on. He waved at me from like across the street, which was so funny. I don't know, I feel like some people are kind of nervous to like say hey or good morning to people, you know, when they're out walking around and make eye contact, but like I love it. And so that happened on my way back and it was really funny. But yeah, I just love like nice friendly people, but of course, you know, you have to be very careful, especially as a woman, unfortunately. But he was totally harmless and he kind of made my day, if I'm being honest with you. I enjoyed my morning so much. That's pretty much what I was saying. And I just got a bagel and cream cheese, real simple morning. And I got a vanilla almond oat milk latte. It was all right, it was pretty good. I've had much better, but the overall experience and like everything, I enjoyed it very much and I would definitely go back. Luckily I went at the like perfect time because it wasn't that busy, and then once I like got my drink, sat down, waited for my bagel, boom, like there was like a whole line and so many people coming in, and it's a gift shop as well. It's so cute in there. I was on the phone with my boyfriend. I was like, oh my god, this stuff is so cute in here. And it just reminded me like, you know what, I should probably like, if I'm doing Christmas this year, and what I mean by that is like, so I like celebrate Christmas, you know, I just don't really do the gift thing. Like I'm not really into that. I don't believe that Christmas is all about the gifts, and I don't want to get too far into it, but I really want to keep in my life like the real meaning of Christmas and all of that. And so I don't really buy gifts, but as someone who love language is gifts or like acts of service, like doing something, making something for someone, or buying something because I saw this item and I thought of you, like I think that is so incredibly special. So I don't go fully all out for Christmas. Most Christmas I don't give anyone anything. My family kind of knows this about me. I would hope they know this about me already because I've been like this for years. But I mean, I remember my first Christmas when I got my first paycheck for my first job and I went all out. Something about it like was really cool, but at the same time my family's so big, like it's a very blended family, so I almost feel obligated, and I don't think anyone should ever feel obligated to get anyone gifts. But sorry to go on a rant, I just was kind of thinking in the spirit of Christmas, and I just feel like giving because I feel like I've earned so much in my life, and in terms of, you know, financially as well. And I think sometimes I just feel like I want to give back to my family in some form of way because I just hear the things that they say, or that they restrict themselves because, you know, of their budget. That's kind of like the spirit I have this year, and I always have it, but like it's extra strong. I love to do volunteer work outside of my job and with my job specifically, so I have like little short form videos if you guys are interested of things like I do outside of work that are maybe still involved with my job, because I do a lot of volunteer work through my company and they give that opportunity for me. So I just love giving back, but like I feel like specifically with my family that I want to do that this year and kind of just bring a smile to someone's face, or like to give something when I know they wouldn't buy it from themselves. I just feel like sometimes in my family, at least, like we're really good at putting other people before ourselves, and I think it's special to treat each other, you know, and take care of each other like that, and just have like simple joys. The whole point of this is like, I was telling my boyfriend like maybe I should get started early, because I see flight attendants all the time shopping on their layovers, and it's so cool that like I travel all over. I can collect all kinds of things from all over, you know, wherever I lay over at. I feel like a very curated gifting opportunity for my family, I guess. I know I just kind of like think of them on my layovers a lot. Like if I run into things that remind me of them, or if I wish they were with me, like experiencing something, you know. So I feel like lately I've been really thinking of my family, and just especially being here further away from where I live but closer to my hometown, it's got me all in my feels, you know. Long story short, the gift shop was adorable and I loved it so much that I was thinking of my family and all the things that I wanted to, like, oh my god, this thing made me think of my sister, and this thing makes me think of my mom, and I wanted to buy things, but I also want to give something maybe that they need or maybe wouldn't buy for themselves, like kind of like both. So anyway, that's my long spiel. I don't know why I decided to go on that tangent, but yeah, here I am. On the note of Christmas, like I also just don't ask for anything. Like sometimes my parents are like, come on, like we need a list, because we're gonna give you something that you want, and so just tell us anyway. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I'm just like, I really don't want anything. Like it's totally fine, and even if I say I don't want anything, they'll still get me stuff. And so like it's fine, I accept it. I just don't ask for anything. I don't give because I'm obligated to, because I feel like the overconsumption, which is why I thrift a lot. I just buy things secondhand. If I go on layovers, I love to get souvenirs, but I always do it from a thrift store. I just try to be really intentional with like how I give things, and even like sometimes how I receive. Like I don't want to ask for much or things I don't need, and if I really need it, I'll just buy it for myself. I've been really good at that, I think, the last couple of years. Like I used to not do that, and now I do. Also, my boyfriend made a comment. He's like, you know, you're really hard to shop for, because like you just, whatever you want, you just kind of buy it. And I'm like, so true. I don't know, we're just talking about Christmas just to kind of pass time, but now I have about 10 minutes till then, so I guess I'll go downstairs. There's a really cute fireplace down there, so I might sit there and wait for my crew. And yeah, so just one flight to Portland, Oregon, which my whole crew is based there. So I think they're continuing on though, but that's pretty much where they're at, and I'm just gonna head back to Seattle after. Yeah, I'm in a good mood today. Go home day, I think that's always a really big mood booster. Anyway, so let's hit the road.
We're so glad that you joined us on board our flight to Seattle.